Hello, dear student. Today we discuss about the subgraph. So let G is equal to V comma E be a graph, and graph H V dash comma E dash is said to be a subgraph of G if E dash is a subset of E and V dash is a subset of V, such that edges E dash are incident only with the vertices in V. So for this this definition of subgraph is similar to all the definition of sub. So we can understand here that if there is a graph G and graph H, H is called a subgraph of G if all the vertices of H is a subset of vertices of G, and all the vertices edges of H is subset of the all the edges of G. But each and every edges are incident with only the vertices of V. So you can see this some example here. I am taking here one graph G, and this is my graph. In this graph we have some vertices A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. This number of vertices we have. If I take some vertices from this and I take graph that is A, B, G, H, E, F and K, only these vertices I taking in the graph H1. Now look at it here. This all vertices is a part of these vertices, and all the edges which is also incident in this also. So I am taking the edges here, that is I taking this edge A to B, then B to G, G to H, H to E, E to F and F to K. So which vertices I use that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 vertices I use here, and all these same vertices I make a graph. So this is a sub part of this graph. So that why we can say this is a subgraph. Similarly, I take another example of H2. In that I take this line. So I am taking as a 2 dots, so you can understand which lines I talk. AF, then I take FK, then KE, then I take FE also, this H also, B also, G also, this line also. Similarly I take this and this. So you can see that I am taking all these 2 dots but not taking this G and F. I am remove that line. Then also it is a subgraph. If we are join this line, then also is a subgraph. If I taking here this line at joining B and F, B is not joining with F only. If I join this G and F, then it is also become a subgraph. No worry about that. It also become a subgraph. Similarly, I take here another example, that is HE. That is I taking as a 3 dots, so you can understand this. This HD, D to I to J and J to E. Not taking this D and E, but directly graph is going this way. So you can understand this is also a graph. It is also sub part of this graph. So edges and vertices are same from the graph G, but it is sub part, so it is called a subgraph. So H1, H2, H3 are called a subgraph. So how can you understand these things? Now properties of the subgraph that you have to remember, that properties of each subgraph. Every graph is a subgraph of itself. If I taking up the graph G, then it is also subgraph of itself. Another is null graph. Null graph, if I obtain null graph without edges, if I take some vertices, and this is called null graph. So for example, this is also one subgraph of G. Suppose I take one example here. If I draw 3 dots and if I joined with the edges, so you can see that here 3 vertices and 3 edges. But if I draw 3 dots only, then this is a subgraph. So it is a null graph, and this is our graph G. It is a null graph N, and N is a subset of G. You can easily understand this thing. A single vertex in a graph G is a subgraph of G. If I don't take these 3 vertices, only taking 1 vertices here, then is also a graph, and it is also a subgraph of G. And another thing, single edge in G together with its n vertex is also a graph. So if I take one another graph that I say 2 dots and a single line is given between these 2 dots, so this is also a graph. If I say it is a H, so H is a subset of G. A subgraph of a graph G is a subgraph of a G. So subgraph का भी subgraph अगर होता है, then it's also part of that graph, and we always remember that. If I take here one example, if I take one graph, another graph here, suppose this is H1 is a graph. If I take 3 points A, B and G, okay, now I connected these 2 edges, so it is also a subgraph of H1. If I say it is a H4, so what we can say that graph H4 is a subgraph of H1. H4 is a subgraph of H1, and H1 is a subgraph of G. So H4 is a subgraph of G. Clear? So this 5 property you have to remember about this is subgraph. Now we discuss about the edge disjoint subgraph. So suppose there are 2 subgraphs, H1 and H2. Here I draw that H1 and H2. But they are called edge disjoint subgraph if H1 and H2 do not have any edge in common. Now look at here. Just you can see that this is my graph G, and in this graph G, B, R, G, W, black, red, green and white. And this is an example I am taking from one puzzle, mathematical puzzle. There is a puzzle of dice which we solve in the 4 color dice. So this is one real world example is here, and in this real world example you can see that this graph is created from the example. You can also search 4 color dice example in graph theory. So you can use, I taking this real type of example, and this in this example you can see that B and W is attached with E1, E2 and E3. Okay, W with attached with R with E4, with G, E5 and E6. G is also self loop, that is E7. It is connected with R8, E8 and E9. R is also self loop, that is E10, and it is also connected with B, E11 and E12. Here I take these all 4 points B, R, G, W. You can see that I take only 4 edges E1, E6, E9 and E11, which are connected with each other. And similarly same vertices I take here B, W, G, R, and all the 4 edges are not here. They all are different edges. They all have the 4 different edges. So E3, E5, E8 and E12. So H1, H2 both are the subgraph of G, and both has the same vertices, but their edges are different. So this type of vertices are called edge disjoint subgraph. Okay, so this is an edge disjoint. Now we are discuss about the spanning subgraphs. So we are just discussing about the subgraphs. Uh, what is spanning subgraph? Spanning subgraph means a subgraph of G is said to be a spanning subgraph if it contains all the vertices of G. In simple subgraph definition, what we say that some vertices are missing here, but in spanning subgraph, all the vertices are compulsory there. No vertices are missing. Some edges are missing, then it is good. Then it becomes a subgraph. If edges are not missing, then we can say that it is a subgraph. So I draw one graph here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and all are connected with each other. So here, if I remove the edges C to D and A, B to H, and you can see that one another graph occur, and in this graph all the vertices are covered and edges are also there between them. So H is a subgraph of G also, and it contains all the vertices of G. So H is called a spanning subgraph of G, as H contains all the vertices of G. Now complement of subgraph. Now look at here, one example I taking easily way. Complement means what? If I take H1 is equal to V dash E dash, one graph is there, and another H2 is called V double dash and E double dash, but V double dash is the where E double S is equal to E minus E dash. So if you are not understanding what I want to say here, that just see the example here, that this is my graph. Okay, I draw one subgraph AB, BC, CE. Okay, this is my subgraph. So which edges are remaining? BE, ED and CD. These three edges are remaining. So I draw one another graph of these three edges. So both edges are, so if I mix these both edges of H1 and H2, what I get? That edges of G, all the edges of G. So these two H1 and H2 are called the complement of each other. So clear? Vertex is not compulsory, but edges are missing edges are there in the another subgraph. So it is called a subgraph of each other and complement of subgraph of each other. Thank you.